Howdy. Today I want to talk a little bit about a word that comes up sometimes, especially in my upbringing. The word is edify. To edify means to instruct or improve someone. Now, obviously, if you're thinking about instructing or improving someone, that might bring up a lot of different ideas in your mind, and not all of them may necessarily be great images. Uh, Oftentimes we can see when someone instructs us well, and sometimes when they do it poorly. Now, when is it that someone instructs or edifies a person well? It's usually when they see and expect the best of the person. So whenever they think of that person, they see all the greatest parts, not only of who they are, but of who they could be. When does someone edify or instruct poorly? It's usually when they expect and see the worst in someone. Not only seeing all the mistakes, but also seeing what they believe they will do imperfectly in the future. You see, I have a lot of students right now as a teacher. The thing is that my students are human beings, and therefore they are less than perfect. I know that's surprising. Children who are less than perfect? The thing is that I could treat them like problems. It's very easy to treat students, children, like problems, to see them as something to avoid and something to have to deal with. But if I instead treat them like my children, it changes the way that we see them. You oftentimes see that one kid where they're getting into trouble, but their parents always see the best and they think that's daddy or mommy's little kid, and oftentimes we get so frustrated. But on the flip side, in a sense, that's a good thing. Because what's happening is that the parent is actually seeing what they believe that that child could be, what they believe that that child has the potential for. Now, whenever they do that, whenever they have their child there, they're more likely to walk side by side with them in life, to do things together with them. Now, not all parents do that, even when they think that a child is perfect. But the ideal, what we should be hoping for, is that when parents are with their children, that they want to live life with them, to take them through life, to do things together with them, to actually show them what it means to be a person of strength, courage, and integrity by living life with them. So instead of seeing someone as a problem child when they're a student, instead I can walk side by side with them and try to find ways of taking ownership of them as my student. That I believe that I am going to invest in them because they are important to me. They are a part of me. They are my student. The thing is that, truthfully, I know I've been less than perfect myself as a human being. I was less than perfect when I was a full-time pastor. Less than perfect as a child, that's for sure. Less than perfect as a teacher. I remember that every day. But the ones who have been able to help me best in my life, the ones who have mentored me the most, have been the ones who don't just tell me what to do, who point and say, you should be doing this, and this is not perfect, but instead are the ones who walk side by side with me, to talk with me through each step, to show me how to do things by showing me their own life, by welcoming me into theirs, by showing me that they consider me to be their own, that I matter to them and they are investing in me. The thing is that if we want to help someone to grow, we have to do it by walking alongside them, by talking them through a life, instead of looking at things and saying, this is what's wrong and this is what you should be doing differently. Instead, as we walk side by side with someone, we're more likely to see the things that are beautiful about them, the things that are good about them. But also, we're more likely to bring out the beauty in them, or to give beauty to them as we're walking alongside them. You see, we're less likely to show someone hatred or cruelty whenever we believe that we're in it with them, that their struggles are our struggles, that their life is connected to our life. So even if it's not a matter of looking at someone and saying, you should do this differently, instead, questions like, what is going on in your life? What is happening? Why is this a struggle? Why is this harder? By caring enough to see what's going on, by walking through that life with them, they're more likely to be able to hear the things that need to change in their own lives so they can grow for the better. They're more likely to be better human beings because someone was in it with them. You see, I know that I'm not perfect. but I still hope that people can walk together with me, even as other people are not perfect, and they're hoping that someone will be in it with them. So as we see the people in our lives that we want to be able to teach or to instruct, it's not a question of how to tell them what to do. The question is, how can we walk together with them, even as we hope that others can walk together with us, so we're not in it alone. Thanks for watching.